Hey guys, Rocket Blade here. Once again, what's up everybody? Welcome to the spoiler-heavy movie review of Avengers Infinity Wars.
It's me too. I haven't been in these in a while, so I was like, why not? But yeah, as he stated, spoiler heavy. We're not going to get into the whole nitty-gritty of the movie. He's just going to mention, things he liked about and some of the major plot points. But again, if you hadn't seen it and you plan to go see it, just go see it. I commend you for staying off the internet so long if your movie time is a later time, because originally we wanted to go to like the day before showing, but that didn't happen. So we went with the first showing on Friday instead. So there's that.
First off, Thanos. Probably the best Marvel villain to date. He wasn't a chicken shit. He wasn't killed off. This guy was a legit threat. I mean, right from the beginning of the movie, he beats the shit out of the Hulk to the point where later on in the movie, where Bruce Banner wanted to turn the Hulk, Hulk's like, no, and I'm like,
Hulk scared.
I'm like, Nani too soon.
Nani sorry.
Yeah. He looks fantastic. Though sadly, he doesn't wear his famous armor a lot.
Yeah, he really doesn't. He just gets more of the like I'm a balding dad throughout the whole movie. Really, it's kind of a shame because he looks great in it. I don't know why he doesn't wear it more. Like he wears the glove more because it's his source of power.
Of course. But. What else? I love the fact that Spider-Man and though you're gonna be disappointed for the fact that not all the heroes are going to meet each other. Sorry. Like, there's certain heroes that didn't meet one another. There's
like two different factions of the Avengers kind of doing their own thing. Like, one facing the ground troops of Thanos, and then one dealing with Thanos himself.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
So, yeah, like, for example, Thor was with the Galaxy of the Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
And... Iron Man, and also he was with Iron Man. He was with Spider-Man. Yeah, Iron Man, Spider-Man. Doctor Strange.
Then the Guardians of the Galaxy meet up with him later.
Yeah. So technically it was three, because one, Thor, Thor, Rocket, and Groot will get Thor a new hammer.
But then they join up with the ground troops on the later one anyway. So it kind of becomes two, but there's like two parties that do their own thing first before they join with one of the other two.
Right. And the ground troops, of course, is Cap teaming up with Black Panther and Wakanda. And
by the way, sorry guys if I usually doing yes, by the way, because I'm trying to like we said before, we're still getting over like some sort of sickness that we like caught. It's pretty much done with, but there's still the remnants of it, like the stuff in our lungs and the nose stuff, and you guys don't want to know about that, but it's just an FYI.
And I had diarrhea.
I mean, that had nothing to do with the sickness, but okay, man, you show them, you do it, you do your thing.
What else I liked? I love the effects. The effects are like probably the best it's ever been. I mean, it has to be, considering how much money they're pouring into these movies.
Especially all the effects that Doctor Strange got to play with.
Oh my god.
That was a treat for me.
He did Kagebo Shino Jutsu at one point. He was fighting Thanos. That was awesome to see.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, though, and by the way, I like Spider-Man. My favorite thing, though, was when Doctor Strange was like teleporting Spider-Man, and he was like kicking the crap out, like teleporting and punching and kicking him.
Yeah.
While he was doing that. And also, like, he was like throwing these little like teleporter pads. So like what's his name? Star-Lord can like keep shooting while while in the air. Yeah. And he like one point I think took something. He put like a bomb on it and like this, and he like flew back to the portal. Little things like that, little team up stuff like that. I really, really appreciated it. Seeing all your heroes come. Seeing Spider-Man. But I did like the part where I was like, oh, I'm Doctor Strange. Oh, using their made-up names? Well, I'm Spider-Man.
Even though technically Doctor Strange is his name.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't know that. What else? Well, okay, I'm trying to think. When Thor does get his new hammer, it looks awesome. And it reminds you to be like, hey.
No, what are you talking about? Thor doesn't show up. It's Kratos that helps the ground troops. He comes in with the axe, and he's like, where's my boy? Is he
Well, my friend Robert, who she also treats in the movie, kept saying "boy" to me every once in a while because he said something like, "I got gas on him." No, never mind. I got it. He kept saying "boy" to me because Thor's axe looks just like
I think it pretty much is, isn't it? Isn't
yeah,
that what he's wielding, Stormbreaker?
Yeah, from Stormbreaker from the No God of War game. So well, Jesus, I'm sorry. God,
the burps.
But yeah, he looks fantastic, especially
Not gonna bother editing those out. You're getting the full cinematic ASMR burp experience.
Sorry, Cooper.
Available on YouTube. Nobody cares. These are more casual anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I like how he got his thing. I like how he got the new hammer. It looks awesome. Also love how there was a giant dwarf, Peter Dinklage, and he was bigger than everyone. That was crazy.
He was bigger, but yeah, he was still small stature. He was the only one of the kind left to live, and he was like, "But Thanos, why?" And it's like, "Cause you're Peter Dinklage," and he just goes away. And that's exactly how that scene went down too, by the way.
He was pretty cool there. He helped make Thor's weapon. I love the fact. I love how Tony and like Peter Quill were just like the quips back and forth with one another. The quips were funny. And the movie is very funny. Despite how dark it is, it's really, really funny. It's really funny. The action is fast-paced, in your face, nonstop, and I just loved it, man. The action is so like.
And though sometimes it kind of gets like, all right, guys, it's kind of serious now. Can we tone down the joking a little bit?
Yeah, I mean that's probably one of the main things that DC fans don't like about the Marvel movies, that they tend to like make jokes even at serious moments.
But they're still very like sarcastic back and forth, even when like it's good to have that sense of lightheartedness, sure. But here comes the coughs. Like again, sorry guys. But just sometimes it gets to the point where okay, it's getting kind of for realsies now. Can we hold the jokes to the side and kind of?
Yeah, I know. It's like okay, guys, look, I know it's a serious moment. You want to like lighten up the mood, but like let the scene play out. I like when it gets serious. Just God, I love when like. Sorry, see, I'm taking over that sickness, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I do love the fact.
I'm trying so hard right now not to grab the tissues beside me and just blow my nose. That's
the struggle is real.
You know, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I love like when Cap. We'll say about Black Panthers people when like all those aliens were like.
We're suicide diving into the barrier.
I'm like, my God. And like eventually they made a little like patch in the middle, and like
Well, they had to because they were noticing, hey, some of them were getting the bright idea to try and go around, and if some were getting through, there's no defenses on the other side, so we had to let them open to kind of take care of them. That way, they don't get the bright idea to go around and kill everybody else. So. Yeah,
and it was like the fight that was awesome. Also, if you see the trailers, how does Iron Man there, but he's fighting Thanos in this weird like area? That's Bruce Banner in the Hulkbuster.
Yeah, because Hulk is being a big splingy right now. Because it's like, well, you're Bruce Banner, you can handle everything. Oh, you dumb piece of dodo.
I need you now, and now you do this to me? I just pimp slap you, you little shit.
For the joke, to those who don't get it, this was back when we like casually played. We still didn't really do much on it, but it was like a Lego Marvel game. I would just stick, every time I play with the Hulk, I would just transform the Bruce Banner and have him do everything like he was the all be-all thing and the Hulk was a piece of garbage. That's the joke behind that.
I'm trying to think what else.
Before we get into the big part.
Yeah. Which part? You know what happens?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think what else. The story is very fast-paced. People complain. Critics say, "Oh, when the Thor's part really slowed down the movie." It didn't.
I didn't.
It was more. I felt like it was more of a sense of urgency.
Not really. No.
Yeah, not really. If you want, like my opinion, what slowed down the movie a little bit was the whole Vision and Scarlet Witch thing. That's to me slowed down the movie a little bit, but not like.
Because they weren't there too often to slow it down a lot. They were just there for like the establishing scene, and then when they came together with like the ground troops and whatever, and that was about it.
Yeah. But it wasn't like bad. People think, oh, Thor's scenes dragged on a little too long. Nah, it was perfect. He felt this urgency, how it was like that the thing was broken. See, like,
and he popped in an eyeball, just like in Ishia, where he's like, even though it was like bionic, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So leeway on that.
But spoilers, Darja, the Thor's evil, war-hungry sister
from Fire Emblem Heroes.
God, that could be saying her name wrong. But point is, lady looks like a coup.
Yeah.
She during like the third.
Akuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
She during their fight in Ragnarok, she cut his eye.
Yeah.
So
like father, like son.
Yeah, and like Thor, Loki, not Loki, but fucking which we'll get to Loki's. Rocket gave Thor a new eye. Mm-hmm. Though funny enough, I think he never finished it, but he had to sneak the eye up his butt.
Huh?
Yeah, because he's like, oh yeah, I couldn't really steal it. Rocket's like, I couldn't really like sneak it up off planet because it's like very high tech.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, so that he's like, well, I can't see anything. You know what I'm saying? Cause like a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
No wonder why I was at Derpy.
Yeah, in the beginning anyway. But
yeah, that completely flew over my head. That scene then.
All right, but other than that, let's get to it. The big deaths. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with a death that we thought was a death and wasn't a death. Hey, Red Skull showed up. I forgot he existed.
Yeah, he just got teleported to like a different area, and it was all like, "Hey, man."
And I guess he doesn't want to be just German Third Reich leader anymore, so now he's just a nomad, randomly in like this hills where the stone of what was it, the soul?
Yeah,
was kept. Yeah.
And like, what's her name? Gamora got killed to unlock it. And
I do kind of. It's kind of a weird dynamic in terms of Thanos. Like, you can tell through the movie, like, he actually legitimately cares for Gamora as a daughter. But it's kind of also, like, in terms of the movie, like, why her? I mean, sure, he sees a little bit of spunk in her when you see a back scene that when he invades her planet and whatnot. And that's kind of it, unless, like, comics dive down into the why he kind of cares for her a lot more than just that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know much about Gamora's story, so I gotta look more into that. So
it's kind of just like, hey, I'm gonna pick you, kid, because I like you, I guess.
Yeah, Loki died. Finally,
and the first part of the movie too, so you don't get to see any of his shenanigans throughout. He's just gone with like all of Thor's people. So, Ragnarok finished off one half, this movie finished off the other half. He is the lone Saiyan now.
Yeah. And then, when he got all the stones, then everyone started dying. Mm-hmm. And Vision, poor bastard died twice. Because he was,
because at that point, Thanos had shown up, and he was pretty much just John Cena-ing everybody, getting them out of the way to get to Scarlet Witch and Vision. Vision was just like, look, just do it already. Just kill the stone. Destroy the stone!
Killing the stone will destroy Vision. That's why she didn't want to do it at first.
Yeah, but then it happened anyway. But then, if you're paying attention, at this point, Thanos has gotten 5 of the 6 stones, and if you're paying attention, well, that's a time stone. Can't he just revert that death and then just take it anyway? He does exactly that. That's what I was thinking in my mind, too. It's like, this isn't consequential now. He got the time stone from Strange earlier, though it was at the fault of Star-Lord, because I swear with the Guardians of the Galaxy, they take a coin, and they're like, hey, if it's heads, Star-Lord's the dick of the movie. If it's tails, Rocket's the dick of the movie. And then they just flip, and it was Star-Lord. Because he just got overraged that Gamora had died.
And like
they almost had the glove.
There's a picture on Facebook too, like Spider-Man almost pulling it out with Iron Man, but he's like, oh yeah, you killed Gamora.
She was my boo-boo.
And I'm like, oh
great.
Fuck. And now she's the new Ichigo. In terms of people hate.
From Darling in the Franxx, she's just like, your turn.
In terms of like someone to hate now, because everyone's like shitting on poor Star-Lord. Though, to be fair, he was in the moment. It was like excuse me, it was in the moment, and like, you couldn't believe that he would kill his own daughter. But
still, it's like, they let him get the glove off first, then you can beat
yeah,
him
I'm
up.
saying, they beat the shit out of him. Yeah, I know. It's like, priorities, man. The universe is at stake here. Do you see what the fuck he can do with the things he have now?
Yeah, you see how you were struggling when he just had, like, the 4?
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, even I thought, he's going to reverse time when Vision blew up, isn't he? It's like, son of a bitch. And he just fucking, like, yoink. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's just not cool at all.
But it's okay, because Kratos comes and he uses his axe to save the day, right? I'm kidding, by the way. It's still Thor.
Still Thor, which, by the way, people applauded when he showed up. He was like, yeah, Thor. He was just kicking ass. Little teenage group who's all like sassy and he takes no man or woman or whatever the hell he is to tell him otherwise. Like, I am Groot, bitches. Oh, which, by the way, cool thing I forgot to mention, Groot did like Kunta Kinte, chop off his hand and be like, all right, here's my handle for the...
Yeah, because they were struggling finding a handle for the thing really quick, and he just went and did that, yeah.
So that was cool. So he was like just chilling and shit, and he was beating the crap out of like Thanos, and like he almost beat him, but then he's like, he should have aimed for the head, and he like snapped his fingers. And at first it was just like, okay, what's gonna happen?
What did he do?
Then you're like, oh no! Oh!
Oh no, my shirt's lifting, my belly's being exposed, and everyone's belly was exploded, yeah. And exposed, and they were super embarrassed, and that was it. Kidding.
No, and what happened was that they started all to vaporize.
And not all of them, just half.
Like, I think the only one that was like alive for like the heroes was the original Avengers. Mm-hmm. The original Avengers and War Machine. Mm-hmm. And and also Gamora's sister, also survived, and Rocket. Out of all the people in the Guardians, Rocket only survived. Yeah. And poor Rocket. You know what it is to see Groot die again
and still be called a bunny by Thor.
Oh my God! I forgot about that.
Yeah, he kept calling him a rabbit, like
Right. He's like, all right, buddy, I need your ship so you can open the frost gate to make my new weapon. He's like, dude, I'm not a rabbit, you big bookingy.
Did he ever correct him, or
no? He never did. That's the funny thing. He just looked at him like, bitch, I ain't no rabbit. He just like, whatever, dude.
Wanna believe I'm a rabbit? I don't know.
And I think he said, because he called me captain and the leader, so...
yeah, I guess he got off scot-free for that.
Yeah, he kind of fed Rocket's ego.
But yeah, with the whole just half of the world being vaporized and everybody, like Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, pretty much the majority of the Guardians of the Galaxy... Black Panther fan favorite of our friend Roberts.
God! You hear the gasp thing when he disappeared, all the Wakandans were disappearing. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, dude! And then of course Doctor Strange got disappeared.
I've never seen an audience so dead in my life, except for One Piece Film Gold, but that's another story.
Yeah. So yeah, movies. I was going to say that. So movies like Man of Steel, BVS, Justice League, Avengers. Avengers, the original Avengers, Age of Ultron, and the original Guardians of the Galaxy all had round of applauses at the end of those movies I just mentioned. This
just had a lot of people like.
It's a meme now. Like, just imagine this is popcorn.
Just cuddling it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again.
It was just really something because.
But Spider-Man.
But yeah, it was just really something because the villain wins.
The villain wins, dudes. The villain wins. It's like, oh my God, this is fucking terrible. Holy shit. And at the end,
it's just like a little spirit of Gamora is like, "Did you do it?" Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
What was the cost?
You big bokingy.
And we just cut with him looking at the sunset, and he pulls out his phone, he starts playing Duel Links, and then
and that's like, and then it was just quiet, And then Merson Moss was like, "Woo!"
Yeah, we made that joke. Well, he started it, and then it just feels really awkward.
I'm gonna go. Oh, right. Exit.
So yeah, that's pretty much just Zamasu's movie of the year. 9 out of 10. Would have been a 10 if everybody died.
Got vaporized, but 9 out of 10. Close enough.
Yeah.
Now it's a joke.
What's
my favorite movie? Infinity Wars.
Yeah. So hey, I mean, you guys asked for it. You wanted a war. You got a war. There was death this time. It wasn't civil disagreement.
Yeah, because that's the main thing I mentioned before. Even a lot of people on Twitter agree with me. Is that as great as Civil War was, but the reason why I like BVS more than Civil War, because BVS second movie into the universe, they were taking big risks, killing Superman, a darker Batman that kills, introducing Wonder Woman for the first time. They were taking mad chances already, introducing Doomsday already, like mad chances.
Making Lex a long redhead who likes Strawburst for some reason, and also pissing in jars and calling him Granny's peach tea.
That's his big one. But yeah, you get the point. But with Civil War, it was like you said, civil disagreement. It's like, yeah. I mean, it was cool. The fights were amazing.
You are too. I'm gonna write this letter and sorry I made you sad. Here you go.
You'll hear from my lawyer. But just, yeah, like people were supposed to die in that stuff, but now it's like Marvel's like, oh crap, they're right. Instead of hitting maximum overdrive,
they got the turbo.
They should have hit the turbo. They went way over. All right, time for the catch up. And just bootink, and then just everyone dies. It's just, oh my god. It was still, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie, but do yourselves a favor. If you're having a really shitty day,
do not.
And you want like a movie that maybe this movie will perk me up. No.
This is not the perk up.
No. No. Hold on. Excuse me. No.
Go watch Citrus instead and be like, why am I interested in this trash? Why do I keep watching?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. And also, finally, kudos to Marvel, too, for their villains being very consistent, man. Like, I love Vulture. I love Killmonger.
Yeah, the recent string of them have been really good.
And Thanos, man, he's easily my top favorite.
Though, again, with Thanos' lackeys were kind of overwhelmed. The only one I kind of liked, and he was killed off first, was the one that was doing a bunch of magical shit.
But I like how he died, though. It's like, I am a magic master. What can you
don't know. I was hoping Doctor Strange would finish him off.
Me too. But at least Doctor Strange did a lot of cool stuff in it, like a quarterback and assisted and stuff. It was like, during the fight when Doctor Strange was fighting with Thanos and them, he's like, Star-Lord's like, it's my idea. I'm like, bullshit, that was Iron Man. Yeah, no. And if you want to be real for 1 second, that was Iron Man and slash Doctor Strange quarterback in that shit. Yeah. You're a good assistant, but like, if you weren't, please.
Yeah, and I did like that first fussiness between the two, because it was almost like magic versus technology, and you know how those never really get along.
Yeah, and or like, it was one of those things like you would think that. That's something I would have wanted in the third Iron Man movie, but you got like generic man that has fire in a suit. That's why Iron Man 3, though still a great film, had probably the most disappointing villain. At least Whiplash did some shit. This is like, okay. Oh, he's an actor. That's
fantastic.
Sorry, movie Bob. It still fucking sucks.
Now he's over there with Mission Report Man, December.
Funny enough, best Marvel movie ever, the worst villain of all time. Even worse than what's his name? At least he did stuff, but just. But overall, it's a fantastic movie, but it's very depressing. Marvel's like, well, you want some dark shit, kids? Here it is.
Though we'll also say this. There is a bit of hope at the end. Did we address this or no?
No. The end credits, right?
There is a bit of hope at the end where we see Samuel L. Jackson, also known as Nick Fury, kind of just driving along, and then the aftermath still, a couple half people are disappearing, and then he's like, oh, crap, and then he gets out his, thing, but then he fades away too, but the signal from what he was contacting goes away just in time, and apparently that is the logo of
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So, or Ms. Marvel, or whatever. But yeah.
Whatever interpretation they decide to go with. For
but it's going to be the Ms. Marvel because it's the female version.
Okay.
Which I heard been confirmed for March 8th of 2019.
Okay.
So. Yeah, and also, no Hawkeye in this movie.
Yeah, and they didn't even put a little notation thing, because at least with Ant-Man, he wasn't in there either. But they said he was under house arrest.
So.
But with Hawkeye, it was just it's like he didn't even exist apparently.
Maybe the joke.
But they have to save some of them since a good chunk of them died.
Maybe he's in the house arrest too, or maybe he's hiding with his family.
Yeah.
Maybe they did mention it, we weren't paying attention. But point being, it's safe to say, since Ant-Man's come out with a movie, that they're safe, and I think Hawkeye and his family are safe. But yeah. And
then with that many of the heroes gone for the next movie, hopefully, since Disney is getting the full rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four, we'll actually see them kind of fill the spots if they want to show off that they now have the license to it. We went over that could possibly.
Because by next year, Disney will have the full rights to Fantastic Four and X-Men. Like, hey man, have Charles Xavier work with Captain America, and then
And then just have Magneto just take the blow. And then that's it. They beat him.
And Fantastic Four help out as well. See a good interpretation of the Fantastic. See a good interpretation of the Fantastic Four.
He's stuttering so over himself that he can't say the words "good" and "Fantastic Four" in the same sentence.
Because they botched it hard twice. And the second one was sadder because the first half was really good, but the minute they got the power in the second in the other movie,
which is baffling. You think powers would make you more interesting, but no. They figured out how to not do it.
Congratulations, you suck. Well, yeah, guys.
I can't wait for the follow-up where Tony Stark, how is he going to explain Peter's death to his hot aunt?
Right.
I don't know how that's going to go.
Right.
We'll have to figure that out. Unless she faded too, then all right, that saves us an explanation.
Yeah.
Whew, dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. But, yeah, I guess that pretty much covers anything. Anything else we...
I mean, not really. I mean, well, I think I just remember the point with the Thanos thugs aren't the most interesting in the world besides the one Magi that died all funny in the airlock. And he's still floating to space in this day. Because the other ones are just a big brute, a dude with sword, and a lady with sword. They're not very interesting, and they get killed off pretty quickly.
Look interesting, but not very interesting, yeah.
Yeah. The Thanos is the more interesting one, and by all means, he needed more.
He earned it, yeah.
Development anyway. I really like what they did with him. But besides that, and then just the overall just seeds of depression with what you guys wanted, so you can't say you didn't.
Yeah, depression was hardcore in that. Just wow. Woo!
But besides that, it should be all good by next year. Though I made the joke because they planned on making another Spider-Man movie. What if they just did that before the follow-up? And they just addressed, this never happened.
Hey,
it was just retcon.
Come on, Iron Man. Let's go get a hot dog in downtown New York. But then you disappeared? Nope, that didn't happen.
What do you mean disappear? I'm right here. Just think that would be amusing, just to see that.
Yeah.
And also, for fun, they could add, along with the Fantastic Four and X-Men, they could throw Deadpool in there, but he'd have to acknowledge to the audience that he has to turn down his rating a little bit.
Yep, can't say the F word.
Yeah, it's
only once, though.
Only once, and then by God, it'll be him.
It'll be hilarious.
Uh-huh.
He's about to say the F word in a situation that was called for, but someone else beats him to it. The last person you expect, Captain America, fuck. And he's all son of a... And it cuts to he gets really angry.
Because we kind of need him, because we lost a good majority of, the
cast here, I know.
Along with the comic relief that they love so much, too. Because, the Guardians are gone, that's most of the, that's the majority of the comic relief right there. And then Peter Parker is the young Spider-Man, he's gone, too. So it's
Doctor Strange was gone too, yeah.
So we need someone to fill that funny void. So Deadpool will be the best one, honestly.
Yeah.
But besides that, still great film. Where would you mark it on the Marvel pedestal if you had the
that I have to really sit down and think about.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about it right now. I'm still like,
processing it.
Processing it. Okay. And so I'll come back to you, but it's definitely I can safely say it's definitely within the top 5 to say the least.
All right.
Marvel really pulled off all the guns. They pulled no punches. You guys want it, I want it, they got it, but damn, it's just like oof. I mean,
thankfully that didn't bleed into real life. I checked Fire Emblem Heroes. All my guys are still there. Not half of them didn't get wiped. Thank goodness. Because I would have been so mad if that new Ira of mine went away, and she's like a mwah nature.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's it, guys. That was the movie. It was fantastic. But like I said before, if you're having a shitty day and you want to feel better, don't watch this movie, please.
Again, go watch Citrus. And
especially all the heroes that we mentioned that disappear, like the Guardians, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. You're a fan of those. I mean, that cool
Black Panther too.
Black Panther too. Especially Black Panther.
Yikes.
But hey, man, I am happy with Marvel though. They finally, pulled that trigger. But man, instead of just going, they're like, oh my god,
it shot like a cannon.
All right, guys, but that's it, man. I hope you enjoyed our little video here.
Tell us how you felt in the comments and show us your depression pictures
or memes you've seen around the internet
of like how everybody just felt in your theater after that experience. How like quiet it was.
It was dead quiet. It was just, and not because it was bad. People enjoyed it. But people were just like...
everyone was so defeated.
Oh, exactly. That's what it was. People were loving it, but it's just like, damn, this is dark. Even my mom's like, did people hate the movie? I'm like, no, they liked it. It's just... It got really dark in the end. It's like... Because, like, what was
then Captain America shows up, and he's like, hi, I'm Captain America.
Here you go.
And I'm here to tell you about getting what you want. See, sometimes we have to act a bit out of line to get what we want. And then, when we get what we want... Did we really want it in the first place? We look back and think, man, we had it good back when I didn't have that thing that I wanted. And now there's some regret. How many more of these are there?
I quit.
Rapping with Captain! Apparently there's a lot more of those on like the DVD too. For Spider-Man.
Oh boy.
That you can watch just full. They're on YouTube too, and of course I found a high quality clip of the Patience version too. Can't wait to use that for mini videos as well.
Yeah. Alright, but guys, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. As always, Rocket Blade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Also,
and things will get better.
Hopefully, yeah. And also let me know like. Who's your favorite character? What was
Did they die?
Did they die? What was the saddest moment? What was the cool action? Your favorite action scene? And overall, just where you rank Thanos, and also rank this movie amongst the Marvel.
And also, did you watch Citrus afterwards? And if you did, was it pure smut? Yes or no? Please indulge me. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. This has nothing to do with Marvel, by the way. But it's just an anime on Funimation that I casually watch. It's like, oh, a show about lesbians. I guess I'll watch it. I don't know why. I have weird tastes sometimes. And it's like, it's dumb, but I keep watching, and I don't get it. So...
I need my dad to mean it. Look, it's on Funimation. The other Funimation app. Look it up. What episode was that like?
Oh, that was around, I want to say 5 or 6.
I know it's on that ballpark.
One of those two.
It's weird. Trust me. Like, it's not what you think. It's
just like, everything about it is like weird. But that again, that's not Infinity War, and we're done with Infinity War. I'm not gonna drag this out longer talking about Citrus, but again, guys.
Yeah. I'll end with this. Like, alright, and we're back. Sorry about that.
Interruption at the very end. So very close.
I know. Sorry about that. My mom was like worried about me. She was wondering if I was okay. I am. Don't worry. But okay.
Yeah, just to throw out there, we're not going to get into detail, but he's been in a little bit of an anxiety stuff for a little bit. So send your thoughts out to your buddy here.
Appreciate it.
And also mail us money at the address below so I can watch more Citrus.
Yeah, but no.
I will do mail us money, and I will do a video series on my comprehensive review of Citrus, the smut anime.
That's what exactly it's called. Citrus is my anime. No, but the main thing I want to mention before we go, where do you rank Thanos amongst the villains?
Mm-hmm.
And also, what's your favorite, where it's fitting for ranking? And why? And before we go, why you feel Thanos ranks just a bit over Killmonger?
Just because, like, he did, a bit more in terms of the grand scale of the movie than Killmonger did. B, he had a little bit of sympatheticness towards him a bit, and then his motives were like, they were shitty, but you kind of understood where he was coming from in terms of like just wiping off one half of the population, that way the other half can strive better, just kind of randomly select fairness of killing off a few and then leaving the other few alive to strive so that not the whole majority has to suffer. It's still kind of a shitty thought process, but I get it. So, and then there's that, and then the fact that he actually won too, I think has a big impact on that. So he had the elements of like Killmonger in terms of sympatheticness, and he understood where he was coming from, but he went a step beyond, and he actually accomplished what he set out to do. So that's why I feel like he ranks slightly above Killmonger, in my opinion. Anyway.
No, that's an excellent point. Really excellent. And that Killmonger. So I can't say more than that, guys. I think I will end the video on that. So all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, Cooper, for your thoughts. I appreciate that. All right, guys.
I did it! Hooray for you!
Look it up on. He's referencing as on Peanut Butter Gamer Reviews. These 5 as seen on TV products, and oh man,
I love the Cheers for You CD. I need to get a copy.
That's
just download the YouTube thing.
I think that's the second thing he looks up during that. So it's a great video. By the way, shout out to his channel. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, and
Thanks for joining us for the almost. Well, it says 40, but there's that interruption still, so it's probably around 30 more. So.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. As always, Rocket Blade. Signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out and have a great day.
Bye-bye.